Hiya, this is Jenny from Just Being Me, and you're listening to the Learning to Love Yourself podcast, the show that inspires you to put yourself first.
Learning to love yourself on the path to happiness. Learning to love yourself on the path to happiness.
Welcome to our very special Q&A session, where you can send in your questions and I'll answer them on the podcast. So our very first question was, somebody told me that I have got floppy boundaries. What does this mean and how do I sort that? So boundaries protect your emotional and mental space, ensuring that you're not overwhelmed or taken advantage of. They create a balance by allowing you to prioritize your needs and energy, preventing burnout and resentment. You'll know if your boundaries are being pushed and you're not standing up for them because you'll feel frustration, resentment, or just exhaustion after interacting with certain people. You may feel disrespected or like you're just giving too much without receiving anything in return. Practice saying no. You can just try it on yourself. You can look in the mirror and just say no. It's a complete sentence. And it's okay to prioritize your well-being. It's not a selfish act. Start by practicing with small situations. And believe me, over time, saying no will feel more natural. And you'll see that others start respecting you. And once they start respecting you, it's a different relationship. Remember that healthy boundaries are flexible and allow for connection whilst protecting your needs. If you put too heavy a boundary in so that it feels like a wall, you'll shut people out completely. And when you do that, that's often coming from a place of hurt or fear. Boundaries let people in, but on your terms, whilst walls keep everyone at a distance. If you're needing to put boundaries in a relationship, that can be quite scary if you've not done it before. So approach the conversation calmly and assertively. Use I statements. For example, I feel overwhelmed when, or I need some alone time to recharge. Clear, non-accusatory communication reduces the likelihood of conflict and promotes understanding. Remember that boundaries are unique to you. They are about what you want to live by, how you want to live. Your boundaries won't be the same as other people's boundaries. So you need to look after you and identify what your boundaries are. Another question is, I'm struggling with my confidence. What are some small steps I can do? Well, as with everything that I talk about and you have asked for, building confidence is best done with small, stable steps. Don't move forward until you feel confident with the step that you're already doing. Give yourself small, achievable goals. Begin with setting one specific, realistic goal that taps into your strengths. For instance, if you're good at organising, you could set a goal to organise a small space in your home, perhaps a drawer or a small part of a room. When you've achieved those small goals, it will remind you how capable you are and show you that you can do this and reinforce your confidence, one small, stable step at a time. Start using positive affirmations daily. They're incredibly powerful tools for reshaping how you view yourself. Try writing down a few affirmations that resonate with you, such as, I am capable, I am worthy of success, or I am enough, or I can do this. Say whichever one feels right for you to say every morning to yourself. You can start off by saying it in your mind and grow to saying it out loud. We sit in a comfort zone. It might not be very comfortable, but it's the place you like to be in. So challenge that, but do it in a small way. Growth and confidence often comes from stretching yourself just a little bit beyond what feels easy or familiar. So identify small, manageable steps that you can take that just slightly put you out of your comfort zone. Whether it might be speaking up in a meeting or thinking about trying a new hobby. Each time you step outside of that comfort zone and you realize that actually you've done it, your confidence builds. Acknowledge your progress. Keep track of your achievements, no matter how small they seem. Create yourself a confidence journal where you can write down what you've accomplished each day. Focus on the positive experiences and small wins. Any win is a win, however small it is. It can be a powerful reminder of how far you've come and boost your confidence in your abilities. Practice self-compassion on yourself. Some days will feel better than others, and that's perfectly normal. When setbacks happen, instead of criticizing yourself, approach yourself with kindness and understanding, just like you would if you were talking to someone else. I always say to my clients, don't talk to yourself in any way that you wouldn't say to somebody else. Remind yourself that growth is a process, and every step, even the challenging ones, they're part of your journey. Celebrate your efforts. Remember to celebrate your efforts as well as your achievements. Whether you've completed a task or simply attempted something new, take a moment to acknowledge the courage it took you to put yourself out there. This positive reinforcement helps to solidify your progress and motivates you to keep going. Remember, building confidence takes time, so be patient with yourself. Small, stable steps lead to big changes. Keep going, and with each effort, you'll find yourself growing steadily more confident. Another question that I've been asked: I have experienced trauma in the past, and its effects are still with me now. How do I move forward from that? Past trauma and criticism can leave deep scars, and they often form limiting beliefs that tell you you're not good enough or that your abilities and worth are somehow lacking. These negative thoughts can become ingrained, meaning it's difficult to trust yourself or believe in what you're capable of achieving. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with doubts and fears that weigh you down every time you try to move forward. So healing from this isn't about ignoring or dismissing those past experiences, but instead it's about processing them. Talking to someone like myself, where you can safely explore those painful memories and understand that they are just that. They're memories, not what's happening today. You can use self-reflection, journaling, or even talking to a friend or relative that you trust and who has knowledge to help you shift the process. As you start to understand and acknowledge these past wounds, you can begin to shift the story that you've been telling yourself. The real transformation happens when you actively work on changing that internal narrative. Instead of believing the old limiting beliefs that say, I'm not good enough, you can start to adopt a mindset of empowerment. One that says, I am capable, I am worthy, and I am enough. Self-acceptance is really the key in this journey. Learning to embrace your whole self, flaws and all, and recognizing that your past does not define your future. This will be an ongoing process, but with time and patience, you can rebuild that trust in yourself and step into a more empowered, confident version of who you are. If you're struggling with any of the questions that we've listened to today, please come and talk to me. My first session is free, and we actually get on with some mindset work whilst we're there. go to my website, which is www.jennyfield.co.uk. Go into the coachings tab at the top and book yourself a free session. Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to know more, you can find all the links down below. Oh, and don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next one. See you soon.